Hello everybody and welcome to Blitzkrieg Battle EU number 6. Today we're here with the semi-final starting straight away between Entropy and Team Turpo. Team Turpo, I believe this is their first time for any of the players to be this high in the bracket, making it all the way to the semi-finals, defeating pretty good teams along the way.
Shicky's doing real work here from that position, able to get himself two. Will be traded out eventually, but still right now looking pretty decent for the Axis side. They have a 4-on-3. They've been able to push their way forward. Nice find actually to bring it back into a difficult situation once again, but it doesn't really last for too long. So 3-on-2 now. The way for me is a little bit messed up, so it's a bit hard to keep track of what's going on. But right now, 1-on-2 actually is going to be all left onto, I believe his name is Bowie. Just spotted one player in there towards the actual site itself, and ooh, nice find to take down Hell, and he does get himself the second. Nice work by Bowie.
A pretty much unknown team at this point on the Team Turpo side. Yeah, it is, but it's not like a pistol round as such. They are going to lose a few cards on that.
Yeah, I'm not really 100% aware of what way this would work. Like, what did that last round was literally my first round to cast of this. So, what would be the scoreline you'd be expecting?
On the Axis side on Derailed, it's pretty favorable because you have those nades down middle, especially now with the infinite heavy class. And actually, I haven't cast since the update. I haven't really watched too many of the high-level games since the update either to see how they've been manipulating that. You do get a free nade with the heavy class, and with it being infinite at the moment, you can drop nades all the way up middle, cutting off that push towards the B side at the start of the round. It gives you some time to push up, get some aggressive positions and a bit of information. So you kind of be expecting about 9 rounds going towards the Axis. You need a good few coming into the Allied side. It's going to be really hard to pick up rounds. That first round going to be really crucial for Turpo.
Yeah, early on into this one anyway, Bowie was taken down in towards the connector room, so a man advantage claimed for the Axis side indeed. Let's see what the Allies now decide to do as trades do come in, putting us into a 3-on-4. Nice smoke going in to try and block off the vision of the players there in towards the double door. Should allow perhaps the bomb plant to at least come down as the Allies kind of just wildly spamming into this, trying to get some damage done, and oh, a knife comes in somehow, but the kills go back in favor once again of the Axis side. And they will be able to retake that site easily enough with plenty of time to defuse.
Hell threw a beautiful grenade there to deny that bomb plant that blew up just in time to get him as he ran away. He was a little bit late, to be honest. I think the planter possibly could have gotten away. And indeed, with the smoke down, he had time to jump across and jump back and plant the bomb after the nade had gone down. But he did decide to stick it, and that cost him his life and gave Entropy a good opportunity to push back into the site. Cheeky actually won to watch here with his sniper rifle. We saw him last week doing some insane damage with it on Manor House. Hopefully we'll see the same again, although he is taking a heavy this time, according to the UI anyways.
I believe he actually does have the scope. I think it's just messing up. They're trying to boost him up here into this position. I think this is what he done in the first round actually, that allowed him to take that quick double kill and put the round early on in favor of them, but still went back the other way right now though. Let's see, he's going to be getting up on top of the lamppost indeed, so this is a nice little spot actually to watch over towards A. He doesn't have to put too much presence on this side of the map. He has a great view really to just spot if the players actually push forward. He did have a great view, yeah. Caster's curse apparently, but he peeks in towards mid, spots out that no one currently is going to be peeking this position, and you see actually was one player getting taken down. That was Niskala that was dropped early on.
Push looking to come in towards the B site. A bit of information. Looking up towards heaven, but not finding anything. That smoke has gone down, but Major is starting to back towards the doorway. But he won't peek that now that he knows Eurus is there.
40 seconds now. They're going to have to get a push on soon. Looks like they will be still bringing this over towards B. Another kill actually being found for the Axis side. It's going to be Bowie once again that gets dropped, and a lot of damage being exchanged in right now in favor of the Axis once again. Looking really, really awkward currently as numbers are just continuing to deplete really. Just all the kills right now going in favor of the Team Entropy side. So really nice round coming in.
What a beautiful position from VR. Pushes up mid as he reads there towards the B side, and that was just beautiful. Managed to pick up 2 kills towards the tank area, and that SMG in his hands has been pretty consistently damaging in the last week's Blitzkrieg anyways, and he's starting to bring it back again. And hopefully we'll see a bit more action. Shiki already on 5 kills, but if he can manage to get that position and we do see an A push come in, that could increase quite substantially. No mid nades going out just yet though, and that's very uncommon for the Axis side not to take advantage of those early round nades.
Yeah, they do have 3 heavies as well, I believe. 3 heavies, a Pathfinder, and a Marksman, I believe. So they definitely had the nades available. I guess wanted to just keep them for a little bit later into the round to try and shut down the push, which seems to be coming in early on towards B. Once again, though, 2 kills just going to be gone instantly in favor of Team Entropy, but it will be one being traded back at least into a 4-on-3 now, as we see Bowie kind of just pushed up close, trapped in towards this box currently, looking to try and get something done. Clearing out those corners indeed, but there's a lot of players waiting here for him. He spots out one, but doesn't expect the player who's going to be just sitting right behind them. Kill going to be found once again in favor of the Axis side, as now it's down to a 2v2.
That's... The rotation's already come in up middle. I assume that's VR. I can't actually see. And it's Shiki. Gonna get taken down by Nix, who was checking that. Bomb hasn't gone down yet though. Nissan now knows where one player is at least. I think he assumes the second person to be towards the house. Bozzer was there to find that kill from Broken Wall. Now it gets a little bit awkward. Tied up on 2-2. Max is going to need to start getting those rounds up on the board. Although, again, you would imagine with the recent update giving you unlimited heavies that would favour the Axis more than the Allies on Derailed at least. But I suppose this is uncharted territory. We might see some new meta scorelines coming in. And it is the A push, and that gives Shiki a good opportunity to get some kills with that sniper.
Yeah, indeed, he's able to take one down there on the second mid. Nice find, able to reposition back now into a bit of a safer spot, and you realise there's quite a few players now. He doesn't really want to reface this, waiting for his teammates to come in and try and give some support. Doesn't connect the shot, but he gets the info now that one player has been able to cross towards the site. And he definitely needs help. Ooh, nice shot on the Niskala, never mind. He has another attempt, and it's going to work out on that one, so 5-on-3 now as he claims himself another 2 kills so far. Having a great performance, gets one more before eventually falling. Takes it up to the hat-trick, and just the kills are just going to be going heavily now in favour of Entropy indeed, as it's all onto Dulles. He's left in a 1-on-3. He's trying to clutch this one out, going to be back in towards the cemetery. The graveyard, and let's see what he's going to be able to do now. Has plenty of time to work with, at least. That is the one positive. 50 seconds. He also has control of the bomb. And he's just trying to force a 1-on-1, trying to see if any of these players will overextend and give him an opportunity to try and get back into this round, as currently he's just going to be creeping around these pillars, hoping to try and find a head. He will be spotting out at least one, but he's not going to be able to connect the shots that were required, and a couple of cards also being picked up there towards the end.
Riflemen and operators as well, actually. I'm not too sure where this is going economy-wise. It changes the whole kind of meta of the game. I mean, you can have unlimited Car 98Ks, essentially. With that being the case, I don't imagine that'll stick around for too much longer. That's a little bit too overpowered.
I mean, isn't the shot, but I believe it's just temporary until they're able to redo the system. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I did hear there's going to be some big economy overhauls. Certainly, heads. Unlimited cars is going to favour the Axis a lot as well, I'd imagine.
Are they actually running 5 M1 grinds?
Oh my god.
I think they are, and it seems to be working out. They've actually been able to get themselves 2 quick kills. They're going to be Vozzer taking down another, so 2 players now remain for the Axis. Make that one. The M1 Garan's just dropping every single player. That lethal 2-shot weapon indeed. As now, it's only 1 player that remains. That's going to be Nieso. I'm not quite sure what weapon he has. Let me have a check. He is rocking the heavy, so I don't really think save. Obviously, he doesn't have to save it. There is unlimited, so he may as well just try and go for this. Maybe get himself a. He wouldn't even get any cards actually now, because it's just the M1 Garand as well. So it's kind of just about padding the stats right now, which he is beginning to do. So gets a quick double kill, but quite turn around in time to find that third for himself rather. That's
another problem we're going to see with this update, is that in that kind of situation where you have a heavy, you're never going to save, right? And you're coming up against 5 Garans. Like, what can you do? You're not going to do any economy damage. The only thing you can do, like, the default class might as well be removed from the equation. Sure, you get the grenades, but as if you're going to prefer that carbine over a Grand, 2-shot, 2 body shot kill. It doesn't make much sense to me. The new eco can be, as we just saw, 5 Grands jumping onto a site, spraying around. You're not going to survive that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be difficult. Once again, it is mostly Garand. Bowie going to be taken down early on, so starts off a little bit better this time for Team Entropy, and they do get traded back. They're going to be able to claim themselves 2 quick more kills, so they end up actually in a 4-on-2, leaving only Vozer and Niskala now. A heavy and a rifle currently available. The rifleman, the M1 Garand, of course, and let's see where they decide to take this one. They get back in towards mid, making their way in through connector, and They could maybe try and wrap around through the cemetery towards A, but it seems like they want to try and challenge mid, and it's just not really working out for them. It leaves it now all on the Bozer. Has the opportunity for one, takes the jump around the corner, which allows for him to get that kill, but it's costly in terms of the HP. See the trade easily able to come in by Nieso, so good work. Going to be 4-3 now in favor of the Axis.
The Axis, though, they're short on sniper cards. Well, all out, I suppose, but Cheeky is still going to manage to pick up one of the unlimited Car 98Ks, opting for a heavy, though, instead. Hopefully we'll see. We haven't seen a nade kill come in yet, have we, from the start of the round, anyways? These spawn nades down middle.
I don't think so.
One being thrown by VRX, at least.
Two, I think, actually, were thrown. Yeah, Nieso threw one as well. Didn't really do much. The players waited. It does kind of slow down the cross, I guess, so kind of put off the timings, but there we go.
There's one of the B nades.
Essentially, yeah. Nice work by Dulles. And it's going to be another kill coming in favor of the, I was going to say ally side, but it comes back once again by the grenade. So 4-on-3, 3-on-3 now, as Hell is going to be able to take himself a quick kill. So let's see what they're going to be able to do. They are making their way still over towards B, but for the moment they're just going to be kind of slowing down. I believe they have one player up in towards the upper halls, and he's actually going to be able to claim himself a quick kill.
I didn't see the allies coming out on top with that, but Buey actually jumped down into Cinema holding a grenade in his hand and got shot while attempting to line it up. Somehow that 3v3 goes in the way of the allies. I suppose they did have control of the site. Dulles is actually going for the carbine, which is he did last round at least. I suppose it does get you the grenade, but being a lot of players with smokes, you'd imagine you'd take a heavy in that situation. I'd certainly rather the heavy gun than the carbine, but Dulles thinks differently. That is a pause coming in, I think. Either that or my game's broken. Now people leaning, so got a pause coming in on one team. Can't see the chat, so not sure if that's a permanent. Oh yeah, we've had Buey actually leave the server.
Okay.
Gotta wait for him to rejoin.
So what's up with the UI then? Is that a client-side thing or is that a server-side thing?
That's a server-side issue, the UI. At the moment, in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, so for the Entropy side, we can't actually switch between the players with numbers, at least for me.
It also doesn't show me what weapons they have.
Yeah, only the start of round overlay will show you that, and then it kind of breaks down, starts showing you people have heavies when they have snipers, and indeed just not showing them at all. No health. We've only got full information on the Team Turpo side. But it has been patched significantly since last week. Hopefully we'll see another little patch in the coming weeks to fix that. It's starting to get a little bit annoying from an observation point of view, but they've also added in a feature, interestingly, where you get kicked for AFK time even as a spectator, which seems questionable, but
maybe if it's something that's just you can put on through a command or something that'd make more sense. Oh, there we go. There's them nades coming in finally. Yeah, VRX able to take himself a quick opening kill, so this time it's going to be the Axis to get that opening advantage. I think quite a few times now over the past few it's been actually the allies that were able to find the opening kill, but this time it's the Axis to take themselves yet another. It's going to be Team Entropy as Major's able to drop one. Shiki able to also take down Niskala. So now it's looking really good. He was actually, I believe he just pushed aggressively straight up in towards middle. See, it's only Dulles now that remains.
Almost a clean sweep coming in. Point though. Cheeky taking away 10 kills, 9 rounds, holding his own weight at least.
Yeah, he still has the car to work with. He doesn't have the scoped rifle, of course. That's what we saw him get quite a lot of work done with. He was able to just he was basically locking down A on his own, which was quite effective. He just had for that rotate. He had players were ready to rotate over and give him assistance. And oh, this could be dangerous. He's just going to be peeking straight into second mid. Gets spotted out, but he also gets himself a lot of info and will be able to escape without taking any damage. And look at this Major just up in towards Connector, gets himself a double kill. Will be once again traded out, but a man advantage for the Team Entropy side now is there's going to be a player up close in this corner who takes himself another double kill, actually rather assisted by VRX and Dulles. He's going to be the last man standing now at the M1 Garand. See if he's going to be able to pull this one off. I've seen a couple attempted clutches so far in this one. I don't really think there's been any successful, but Dulles actually seems to have an idea now that there may be a player wrapping around behind the back of Cinema rather. Let's see now if the timing's going to work out in his favor. That's the real question.
He doesn't really have too many reasons to check. Oh, he is going back through the corner in mid, though. Oh, that's so unlucky by Niso. I don't know that he's towards B, though, and the rotation coming in. Cheeky looking to watch the cross. I think he's actually taking the position on statue, though. No, he hasn't. He's opted to hold a closer angle on the corner. Does a lot of damage to Dulles, only 16 HP, so I imagine that would have slowed him down a little bit in the push, but LC gonna move around and take him out. Only one bullet to find on him, I suppose. It's really difficult to analyze the economy when there are 4 infinity signs per team. I mean, at this moment, Entropy should have a terrible economy from the amount of guns that they're losing, but they've infinite riflemen, infinite operators. Actually, we haven't seen an operator being used yet, have we? It is usually infrequent, but towards the A house or A halls, it's used quite frequently, especially by players like Sam, who somehow managed to pick up like 4 kills with it almost consistently. But Sam, of course, not in this tournament this week. Not going to see any major shotgun plays.
Team Entropy once again, though, they do have themselves the man advantage, so Dulles gets taken down. It's a little bit awkward for me to follow any damage that's been done back because of the UI. That's the main thing that's kind of thrown me off a small amount. We can see right now, it is just Team Turpo looking to try and push up towards B with a couple players. They have one lurking in towards A as well. He's able to creep his way in through mid, but he's now actually going to be the last man standing, as it's just a flurry of frags to go in favor of Team Entropy, and it seems like Nieso is aware that this player may be lurking around as well through A, and there we go, he gets himself that kill easily with the heavy just posted up.
And it was being watched by 2 as well. There wasn't too many opportunities for the kills to come in for the allies. And now 7-4 starting to shape up kind of the way we thought. An 8-4 half perhaps. But again, there's this will probably be a short-lived meta with the 4-card Infinity. So it's difficult enough to analyze at this moment. Hopefully that will change. What a nade from Dulles on the B. Second time he's managed to get that kill onto VRX with that nade, but Major trading that back. Look at that.
Yeah, you got one with the nade and one with the SDG as well. So once again, good work. Even with the man advantage going in favor of Team Turpo early on, it's just instantly returned. It just ended out on that B bomb site, but a bit of an overextension perhaps by Major there. Pushes in towards the Cinnamon. Niskala was waiting for that. He's able to get himself a free kill. And if they do still decide to commit towards B, the real problem is now that there's currently 3 players waiting on this bomb site. Hell, with the SDGs posted up towards upper, they have basically every single position covered, but for the moment at least, no kills have yet to come in. Just damage being done back and forth, and Yeso down to 1, and he'll actually still be able to get himself a quick kill there by taking down Niskala that was. And now it's only 2 players for the allies that remain. They're trying to get this bomb planted. The spam that's going to be coming in, it is actually going to be denied in the end by Shiki, I believe, and now it's all onto, I can't even pronounce his name, Wyrus, I think it is, but he's going to be left alone in a 1-on-2. Has a chance. Nieso, his HP is beginning to regen. I'm not sure of the HP of the other player in the back lines, but it doesn't matter. Nieso is going to be able to find himself that kill either way. And there we have it. It is going to be a 8th round indeed for the Axis side. So you said they'd probably be looking at about 9. Are they happy enough with it?
I think usually you'd be pretty happy with 8. 8 or 9 is kind of where you'd be aiming for. You wouldn't be overly excited, but it's not too easy to find 4 rounds in the Axis side, and I think especially if those heavies are used effectively to botch that crossover. Like some rounds previously you would have expected no nades or even just 1, but now you can have almost a consistent stream of nades blocking off that B site for about 10 seconds. A lot of damage going into Shiki at the start of the round.
Once again though, the trades are just going to come in down to a 4-on-4. Not quite sure who that would favor in this game, and it looks like they just want to actually go for a fast round this time. Up in the pace, going immediately over towards the A bomb site. It's going to be Shiki that actually takes down that opening kill with the carbine and going to be able to trade his way out, I believe, to a Thompson as well in the secondary slot in case he wants to take that out up close. But right now, it's going to be a 2 versus 4 retake, and for Team Turpo, this one's going to be extremely difficult. The time still 30 seconds remaining, so they have a chance. There's a player also looking to try and come in on the flank. Hell, not able to connect those shots, but bit of a warning suppression shots anyway, just trying to back that player off and make him a little bit too cautious, and the kills do come in the end. Struggling to cast this game a little bit. It's so awkward.
It can be a little bit, especially with the UI at the moment, but Like I said, hopefully that's going to be fixed. I think 4 versus 4, especially when you get a pick on the A site, where usually you're only kind of talking about one player being there, it would more than likely favor the allied side. They can get in there and get that bomb plant down. And once that bomb is down, of course, it's relatively easy to defend. The push, we saw the push coming in there. Oh, look at these nades up mid. Not going to pick up anybody though, as Shiki is spotting it. Especially with the ability of players to lie down, it almost doubles the amount of angles you have to check, because you have to check it at the regular head height and make sure that the gun view model isn't in the way as well. Makes life very difficult.
Nice opening kill in this one though for Team Turpo, I believe that was. They were able to take VRX out of the round early on, but once again the trades do come back. Going to be a 4-on-3. Niskala trying to deny the bomb plant, gets himself a quick spray down. Okay, gets himself a quick double. Has the assistance of his teammates as well to put it into a 3-on-1 now, as it's all going to be up to hell. He is going to be working with just the Thompson. He's able to get himself a bit of initial damage put off on towards Niskala, but traded out there by, I believe that was Vozzer up close. So good work for them to try and bring that one back, even after losing the opening advantage.
Yeah, managed to get that initial kill into Cinema. I think that could have been his round. There was one player over by Broken Wall, and the raid wouldn't have come in instantly. He might have managed to kill the player that was up on top of the boxes close left. He did get crossfired and that brought down very quickly. Could have been a much closer round, but he didn't manage to connect that last Tommy bullet. Gonna be a big problem for him. Not like, surprisingly, we're not seeing any starter round kills with those nades, and the 2 nades that come up middle are at the same time as well. I imagine you'd space it out a little bit.
Oh, the shotgun being very effective in towards the close halls there over at A. He spots out another player as well, and as he takes that fight, he will eventually get taken down. But there's now going to be only one player that remains. Just going to be hell on his own. Let's see what he's going to be able to get done in this one. So good work by the shotgun in towards the halls to claim that advantage. That's a body Vozzer that you're shooting towards right there. Gets to his position as well, but he's just going to back off now. Doesn't want to give any sort of chance for them to actually try and come back into this one, and doesn't want to allow the 1v1s basically to happen. Doesn't want to give any openings. Hell, right now creeping around though, may be able to find one at the broken wall if timing works in his favor, but now he's being spotted. Suppressing fire just going to come in, and you can see Vozzer doesn't want anything to do with this fight on his own.
Indeed, being spotted there, you're kind of done for once they take up those positions in the second middle. And the broken wall, you can't push towards spawn safely because of the second mid being watched. You can't really take the fight towards wall as long as that player doesn't overextend, and indeed he didn't. He dropped back towards tank and top middle. Also, you don't really have time to go towards the B side. By the time you get there, somebody can be upper cinema, lower cinema, behind the door, either doors, broken wall. Like, you've got to check so many angles that it kind of has to be a commitment towards A or just towards the kills, which I think is what he went for, but I'm not going to manage to pick up any of the kills. 2 with the shotgun, though. Quite good. He's not giving any cards away, as he had got the free operator card, although card's not really going to matter too much except for the sniper at this point. And Dulles almost getting killed by his own nade, the nade that he was throwing in the last round. Oh, occupying a very good position to get a kill onto Major and mid, but he is going to be forced back. Contact comes in towards Cinema.
Yeah, they have a lot of presence over towards B at the moment. Just one player lurking around mid, but the bomb actually has been sent back now over towards the B side of the map at least. They're not really yet to push forward and take themselves any of this map control, which is the main problem, but we can see that the Allies, or rather the Axis, are going to be playing extremely passive over on this side of the map, so they're not really going to be in positions to stop this one. They have one player just ready to try and get the info at least, but if he takes the fight, likely he could get overwhelmed, and let's see, he's going to be pushing forward. Playing still in towards the bomb site itself, should be able to at least hear his footsteps now, and that should allow for him to call the rotates to come in now of his teammates, and he gets himself the opening kill, continues taking the fight, and it's going to work out in his favour, as he will eventually fall in the ASO with that bar gun, but as I say that, actually, it's going to be another kill to come in for VRX, so really good work now to cut off that rotating player, and now it's going to be a 2-on-2, the bomb will get planted. You see one looking to try and come in on the flank for this retake, as now the time's slowly beginning to tick away.
Until it's just delaying, waiting for a bit of an overpeak from the Allies. He waits for Vozzer to come up with him. They'll be moving in through main entrance to A. Actually moving around to Graveyard. They haven't really got time for this though. 22 seconds. They have to make a little bit of noise, and indeed they do. Dulles, in a way, his position at least. Might not know Vozzer is there, but BR still looking towards the middle. They know that Niso's there. That should be a kill for them. Indeed it is. A 1 versus 1. Oh, VR, you don't need to go for a kill that early. But he does get the kill with the pistol. That was a little bit risky. They didn't really have time to commit to that plant. All he had to do was wait. Goes for the kill. Leaves him with 3 HP and an opening into the round. A little bit of a risky play, but I suppose it works out, so what can you do?
Yeah, we're going to see the scope coming out again for Shiki. So 2 M1 Garans, 1 Bargun, 1 Thompson, I believe, the Pathfinder, and 1 Sniper coming into this one for the Allies. Over on the Axis side, we can, of course, see that one. They actually brought out a shotgun again, so let's see where they're going to take that one. We saw previously, Eurus just brought that over towards the A-Hall, but finally the nades are going to work out. You mentioned they weren't really being so effective early round. This time the stack over towards mid is going to be able to find that opening kill, but another actually gone in favor now as Niskill is able to take one. Hell, nice shot on the M1 Garant to at least finish off Eurus in towards the halls, but still not really going in favor of Team Entropy.
Oh, not at all. And they did lose that first pick at the start of the round, but not really an excuse for the others to fall apart. Now 2 versus 3. Be a very difficult situation. They have got a scope though. And Hell has been a pretty consistent player. Only 1 kill to find towards the A site. It is Dulles, but he'll be moving towards the back position. This is a very kind of 50-50 position. I think it's very commonly checked at this point. They will have a lot of angles to worry about when they go on to the site.
Yeah, just going to be creeping around. They don't want to actually give their presence away. They don't want to allow for any assistance to be called over for the player who is trying to hold this side of the map. But as we can see, at least there's 2 players within the general position. Actually, all 3. Yeah, all 3
they have pushed through B. They got the information that they're not there. I mean, that smoke, that's going to confirm their suspicions. It's not actually going to fully cover that cross, and that's going to allow Dulles to pick up 1. As Vozzer, Hell not getting that kill with the shotgun. Vozzer will pick up the final kill of the round, 10-7. And this is what I mean, you know, 8 rounds is good on the Axis side, but it's so hard to pick up rounds on the Allies side, especially if you lose a kill at the start to those nades. It's going to deny you a lot of ability. Also, those nades can be used to allow Shiki to get into middle. Or not Shiki on the when they run the Axis side. Not too sure who's using the scope on the Axis at the moment. But you can stop anybody from standing there with a sniper rifle, allowing you to hold the angle first. There's a little bit of Peeker's advantage, but usually it does favour the Axis side in middle, and Eurus going to pick up the kill in second mid, but it is traded out 4-4 now. Only 1 player left to hold middle though, that is Eurus. He has got the scope. Close push could shut him down. Won't just yet. Playing 2-2 on the Axis side. Oh, there's actually a... Look at that rotate. 4 players now towards the A site. They are convinced that it's going to be an A push, but Shiki is moving towards the B site with that scope, clearing out those angles. He's going to pretty soon notice that there's nobody there. And the bomb is towards tank. Now moving back towards B. Will be a B commitment. Only 1 player there to defend the site. And it is Vozzer. He's going to push out here and more than likely be caught out by at least 2. Oh, what a shot. I think he spotted Shiki up close as well. He's going to be peeked from upper. No way he survives. Oh my god. Treated all the way back. He gets the kill, he gets the information, and he's out of there.
Yeah, just some wild spams at the moment coming in. The players just hoping to try and hold off the retake for the moment so they can actually clear it out and get this bomb down. And yeah, it's not going to be denied, so that will indeed go down now. It's going to be the 3-on-3 retake. Rifles are going to be picked up, and Vozzer is going to be able to pick himself up 1 quick kill, but it's Major with the M1 Garant to take down 2, leaving only Eurus alive now to clutch this one out. He is able to find that first trade, and he's 30 seconds to work with now to try and take down the final player. Let's see if he's going to be able to find it. Yeah, so he's going to be playing up behind the rubble, and here's the bomb being top spot to the player, and he does end up winning the 1 versus 1. So a round will be taken for the Allies. And Entropy get themselves up to 11 now, so only 2 more to go. It is just a bit of a grind on this Ally side.
God damn it, Niso. Come on. We've gone through 6 Blitzkrieg battles, well 5 full ones, and I don't think I've seen a teabag yet. And Niso had to bring it out, didn't he? Now it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, that should already be something.
We're decent people here, Dean. God damn it.
I came from the Counter-Strike community, so it's a bit... Ooh.
Yeah, that's not such a decent scene.
Let's see. You know, players pushed up aggressive though towards tank. It's going to be Bowie to take down Hell, and he actually gets himself a second there onto VRX. It will eventually be traded out by Major, but it's still looking pretty good right now for the Axis side. You mentioned it's very hard for the Allies to pull it back once they get into a disadvantage, and you can see right now they are in a pretty big one indeed. Just players just push forward. So much info has been gained by Team Turpo, they had themselves in some pretty good positions, but actually Major's going to be able to take himself another kill, and we can see Shiki actually been able to creep up around behind mid now with this shotgun to try and get the flank on towards B.
This is going to be a little bit dangerous though as the rotation comes back in towards B. Niso gets picked off by Niscala, who was watching that rotation. It's going to allow Shiki to maybe get a kill in middle. He should probably pick this up.
Yeah, this weapon just a little bit awkward in the situation there. Wasn't able to take that long range shot onto the player at tank. He just had to leave that and hope he'd be able to chase down the one in towards connector. But now it's only Major that remains. Has himself 3 kills into this round. Make that 4. As he's looking to get himself the ace currently. Only going to be up against Dulles. He has 30 seconds to work with, and he doesn't currently have control of the bomb. You can see it is just right in front of him right now as he pushes forward. Spots out the final player, and he gets himself the ace. Great work by Major. And that's another round now for the Allies. Only one more needed. They have themselves map point.
You cannot expect Major to win that round in that situation. Only a Thompson to work with, but he somehow manages to pull that out. That's going to be 1 round left for the Allies to take this, and they're definitely going to be in at least a moral high ground here, as well as round-wise, as the Axis kind of feel very demotivated. I know they're going to be asking, and it's one guy. How do you lose to one guy?
Yeah, that was a bit awkward. As I said, they had themselves in good positions, but I think they just overextended a bit and just gave the opportunity for the kills to be found. And then Major, of course, with some great shots. It's not like he didn't play that great himself, but it was the mistakes really that gave him the opportunity to bring himself back into that round, and he completely capitalized on it. This time, though, the opening kill is going to go once again in favor of the Axis, but it's going to be VRX with the Thompson up close there to get himself one more to reclaim the advantage, but it doesn't really last for long. Back into a 3-on-3 now. As we can see, Major once again going to be in towards Cinema with the M1 Garand. It's the weapon that he got himself a quick triple kill with in the previous round. This time, won't really be needed. You see the kill instead being found by one of his teammates as it looks like the Allies are going to try and indeed push in towards this bomb site. Will they expect that one player who's going to be playing up close towards rubble? And it doesn't really seem so. He's just waiting. He's just playing this so perfectly. Gets one, gets the second. Will eventually be traded out, meaning it's going to be all onto Niskala, but he gave him an opportunity. At least he denied the bomb plant. I know there's a lot of time to work with. Ashiki, he trades out towards that SDG, looking to actually try and play time. He has 44 seconds, of course. He's not really in too much of a rush to get this bomb down. Waiting to see instead if he can spot out the position of this final player so that he has the info to work with. And right now you can see Niskala just waiting for this bomb to be planted. He knows he doesn't have to push forward right now. He's waiting to see if he can catch this player instead. As now the bomb finally will be put down. Let's see if he's going to be aware of this one. Looks to try and creep forward. Going to be able to just about peek in from the broken house. But Shiki giving it a chance instead to fall back in towards Cinema. Oh, the smoke goes down. That could be enough for him to maybe try and get this defused. The spam comes in. It's just a little bit too high. And is he going to have this one? There we go. Okay. Yeah, the defuse comes in. We see a ninja. And Niskala saves that round in the end.
I think that's the first ninja I've ever seen happen. Oh no, we did actually see one last weekend. I'm not sure if you know this, but as you're defusing the bomb, you can actually jump up and down. And that landing sound makes them kind of think that you've strafe jumped off the bomb to clear an angle. It was used last week. The other player didn't actually know about it, so he heard the step, was convinced that that meant the player was off the bomb. Taken down straight away. The bomb was defused.
Yeah.
Look at these nades. I mean, there was nothing to stop Shiki peeking out middle there. The smoke did go down from the Allies, but absolutely nothing stopping him peeking that. The nades coming in very late. There's nobody there. Could be played much better by Team Turpo. Last round we actually saw Major running out into mid, and just as he did, the second nade came down just in front of him, but it was a little bit too close to the previous nade. It's just the timing on them. They're not being spread out enough. Now 4v3. Need a 4v2 now. It's going to be an incredibly difficult round for Team Turpo to clutch out.
Indeed it is. Only Dulles and Vos are now to try and keep them alive, and it's looking difficult. The bomb should at least be planted. VRX walks forward and is able to find himself another kill. So Vos are now the only man alive. He has to try and pull off a 1 versus 4. That's not really looking so likely, as he has now also been spotted by VRX. That info will be given to the teammates, and we don't really see any overextensions being made. No opportunities given. They all face him at the same time, and it is indeed going to be the win coming in for Team Entropy. So you said 8 may not have been enough, but they showed us that they could definitely get it done on that ally side.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of that was due to that